Ladies and gentlemen, first I want to apologize for the delay. I'm Chief Lee Alfano from Des Plaines Police Department. This is Lieutenant Kozenzak, Joseph Kozenzak, the commander of our investigation unit. As you know, it's an involved case and it's taking a long time. Last night, pursuant to a search warrant, the residence of John Gacy was searched by officers from the Des Plaines Police Department, accompanied by officers from the Cook County Sheriff's Police and the State's Attorney's Office and an investigator from there. Found in the search were several decomposed bodies. The medical examiner, Dr. Stein, was called, and he came out to the scene, and he has taken over the examination of these bodies to try and determine who they are and so forth.
Steve, can you confirm reports that other bodies have been found at other locations?
No, I can't confirm any report like that. We believe there are other bodies, but we have no idea of number.
How many in the house?
3 that we know of, possibly more.
We have reports, Chief, that there have been some other bodies located. Is that correct?
Not to my knowledge. The 3 decomposed bodies that were found so far were in the house, in the basement area, dirt floor parts. And
Gacy the prime suspect.
at this time, yes, he's being held pending charges by the State's Attorney's Office. They are working on it now.
Chief, what appears to have happened there? Why are the bodies there? Could you tell us what he has told you, what has happened there?
No, I can't release any information like that at this time.
Were the bodies closed, and were they male or female?
It's not known at this time.
Chief, you said there were other bodies.
They were decomposed.
You received information that other bodies may be buried elsewhere in the area, other than at the suspect's home?
No, we don't know of any others that may be buried elsewhere.
What led you to the suspect's house?
The young man had some contact with a man known as a contractor and had gone to see him apparently or to talk to him about a summer job. And that's how Mr. Gacy's name came into the picture.
Do you know that he talked with Gacy?
I can't answer that at this time.
You understand there was a paper found in the Gacy home that connected the Beach Boy with Gacy?
I cannot answer, and Lieutenant Kozenzak cannot answer any questions pertaining to evidence. You understand we cannot jeopardize the case.
Were the bodies actually buried in the floor, or were they just lying above the
I don't care to answer that at this time.
Chief, you said you think that there are other bodies. You said you suspect that there might be other bodies.
Yes, sir.
Are you talking about at the home or at another location?
At the home.
Did you say in what part of the house the bodies were found?
It's a dirt area underneath the forward part of the house.
Like a crawl space?
It's a crawl space.
Could you do something about these rumors that have the number up as high as 20? I mean, you must have some idea.
We have no real idea at this time. We've heard the rumors too. We just don't know. They are going to, the Sheriff's Police are taking over this portion of it. That's an unincorporated area of Cook County. And they're in the process of, actually, they're going to dismantle the home to do a complete and thorough search.
Do the numbers of 20 seem wildly exaggerated to you?
It seems very high, but I have no way of disputing that at this time.
What were the conditions of the bodies when you first arrived on the scene? And what did the scene look like when you first got there? How were the bodies in the basement?
Again, I would not care to go into that. That pertains to evidence and,
Any idea how long the bodies were there?
no.
Is it
Has
true that
lime
they're covered
been
with lime?
sprinkled on the bodies, Chief?
At this time, I don't know.
Chief, getting back to the other bodies that you think might be there, you suspect might be there. Why do you suspect that? Something that you have found or something that you've heard? Why do you suspect that there are other bodies?
It's suspected because of the looks of the area down in the crawl space. There are some other mounds and appears to be more there. But because of the difficult working conditions, it's so low and so hard to work under there, they have to virtually dismantle the upper floor above this in order to do a proper job.
How many mounds, Chief? How many mounds are you talking about?
A few more.
A short time ago, Dr. Stein was saying that all he had confirmed was one human bone. Do you know if more has been presented to him since, or if maybe some of what had been presented to him was discarded was not human?
No, I don't know what he has at this time. The evidence technicians are handling that
Where are
phase
the
of it.
bodies now? Have they been removed from the home, the 3 bodies that you found?
I really don't know.
What about clothing, Chief? Any clothing found with the bodies?
I don't know.
Do you have any identification found with the body?
Not to my knowledge.
Do you have any missing persons here which could possibly be victims among the decomposed bodies? Any missing persons from this area?
There's always that possibility, but we don't know at this time.
Has Mr. Gacy been charged with anything?
Not yet. Charges are pending. The state's attorney is working on that now over in our office, and they will be placed sometime today, and then he will be brought over for a bond hearing.
What charges are you gonna- what are they gonna
Gacy was
charge
under
him with, Chief?
surveillance
What are you
several
asking
days
for?
before his
Murder?
arrest.
I'm waiting for clearance from the state's attorney on that. I can't answer it at this time.
Mr. Gacy have a prior record?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that at this time.
Why was he taken to the house this morning?
I can't answer that.
Is he
Can you tell us
cooperating in any
if
extent?
he was under surveillance for several days prior to?
He has been under surveillance by my men for the past 12 to 13 days, round-the-clock surveillance. We've had 15 men working under Lieutenant Kozenzak's command, keeping him under surveillance, bringing in other people for questioning, gathering information.
You searched the house before yesterday. I understand that this is the second search warrant you've executed. Was there another one prior to this, of his home?
Yes, there was.
So you searched the house twice?
Yes.
When did you search the house before?
About a week ago, the 13th, I believe.
Chief, have you identified the bodies as being that of the police boy?
No, there's been no identification made at this
Do you
time.
know how they were young people, children, adults? Can you tell?
I can't tell
Do you
you.
have any indication how long a body would be in a situation like that before it decomposes to the point where you?
No, I think medical examiner would have to answer that.
You did
No,
find the
he's not
bodies
told you.
last week?
He's not told you?
Not at this point. It's still, everything is still preliminary.
What did you find during the first search?
They found some evidence during the first search, but I can't get into that. It was just merely connecting evidence, paper and so forth.
Do you expect you to take the garage down also? The back?
Pardon?
Are you gonna do it, are you gonna dismantle
The Cook County Sheriff's Police is handling that phase of the investigation. That's an unincorporated area of Cook County, and they will be handling that. They'll dismantle anything that has to be taken apart.
Will that begin today?
I believe so. I believe they're working there now.
Bodies were not found during the first search, Chief, right? I mean, you were unaware that of the crawl space area, or?
The first search was merely a cursory search, yes.
Did you talk
So
with
you
the
didn't know
suspect the
the
first
crawl
time?
space the first time?
Beg your pardon?
Did you talk with Gacy the first time? Was he questioned?
I did not. No. The detectives did, yes.
Lieutenant Cozen, did your men use dogs in the search of that area for the police boy about a week ago?
Yes. Yes.
What initiated the first surveillance 2 weeks ago or a week ago that you started around the clock? Why did you begin that?
Well, the surveillance started based on the fact that this subject, Mr. Gacy, was seen in the same location as a missing youth from our city. And based on that information and some other witnesses, it was determined that surveillance of the subject would be necessary in order to either verify or disprove any involvement in this case.
Do you believe one of the bodies is that of the missing boy?
Well, I can't answer that. The medical examiner would have to.
How about you, Chief? You believe it's the missing boy? Any indication of it?
Really no way of knowing at this time.
Have the boy's parents been informed that this has happened and that their child could be among?
Yes. Lieutenant Kozenzak and myself went there to their home last night, almost immediately after the first body was
What
found.
is the full name of the missing boy and how old is
His name is Robert Piest,
he? How do you spell it?
P-I-E-S-T.
And how old was he?
He's 15 years old.
And is he from Chicago?
He's from Des Plaines.
How long was he missing?
Well, the initial date of the report was December 11th, at approximately 11:30.
11:30
And all the
a.m. or
bodies that you
p.m.?
seen,
11:30 p.m.
were all the bodies badly decomposed, or could one of them be tied to this boy?
I did not see the bodies myself. A lot of the work done on the bodies was done by the Cook County Sheriff's Police evidence technicians.
What made you look at the crawl space?
The information we received from our investigation from other witnesses led us to the crawl space.
What made you connect this report of December 11th with information you had apparently received earlier from this fellow who was looking for a summer job?
The information that was initially registered on the formal missing persons complaint was the information we used to do our follow-up on from witnesses at the
Had this Mr. Gacy been suspected or investigated prior to that report?
no.
So that really said no.
What is Mr. Gacy's full name, age, and
His full name is John Wayne Gacy, Jr.
W-A-Y-N-E-G-A-C-Y?
G. I'm sorry.
How do you spell his last name?
It's G-A-C-E-Y.
E-Y.
How old is he?
He's 36 years old.
Has he made any statements at all? I'm not asking what he said, but has he talked to you, answered your questions?
Cooperating at all?
Yes, Mr. Gacy is cooperating.
Who filed a missing persons report on the 11th?
Robert Piest, his mother.
What's Gacy's address?
8213 West Summerdale.
Did Mrs. Peace mention in that report or to investigators that Mr. Gacy should be considered a suspect, or was his name mentioned? In the
Yes, it was.
Gacy married?
He had been married previously on 2 occasions.
Have you checked
Divorced?
He's divorced.
Does he have any children?
I'm not sure. I can't answer that.
Have you checked with Iowa authorities on any possible past record, or?
We can't go into past records at this time.
How
Have you
long
been
has he
checking
lived
with
at that address?
Do you know that?
No, I'm
No
not sure.
idea.
Dan.
Are you aware of a report that his first wife was a daughter of Colonel Sanders of Kentucky Fried Chicken?
No.
Haven't heard that.
You don't know if it's true then.
Did the missing Peace boy work for this gentleman?
No.
He did not.
Why did his name come up then when he was first missing? Why did the parents bring his name up?
The parents didn't.
Well, the name was included in the missing persons report from information the mother had received from employees of the store where the boy worked at.
Have any missing persons reports been filed on any of his former employees, young men who used to work for him? Do you know?
I believe there have been, yes.
Do you know how many?
I believe there are 2 that are documented.
2 of his former employees have been
Yes.
reported as missing.
Yes.
Their ages, do you know?
No, I don't.
Are they
Teenager?
both teenage boys?
They are in the late teens.
Can you identify the group?
No, I don't believe I can right now.
Were they Des Plaines or Chicago people?
Chicago.
When were those reports, missing persons reports filed?
2 years ago.
How long has this man lived at that address?
I'm not sure, I don't have that
Has
information.
he lived there at least 2 years?
At least, yes.
Lieutenant, could you spell your full name for us?
Kozenczak.
Could you do it again?
Kozenczak.
And your first name
Joseph,
You're Lieutenant?
yes.
Lieutenant, that address in Somerdale, is that incorporated or unincorporated?
It's unincorporated Norwood Park Township.
Do you have any idea how long it would be before somebody would be able to say, we now know that there are X amount of,
It-
I mean, I don't know, I don't have any idea.
It'd be quite extensive, because to make that determination, you're going to need an anthropologist to come in.
You don't take the house down, you take the floor out.
They'll rip out everything
The
necessary.
mechanics of it will be up to the sheriff's department, because they'll be handling that.
Lieutenant, you feel in your own professional opinion that you've solved the disappearance of at least the Peace Boy?
No, I couldn't say that right now.
Were these bodies buried in shallow graves, and were they separate graves or just one?
I really don't know if I can comment on that, because I was not down in the area where they were recovered from. Cook County Sheriff's Police.
Chief, were these all bound, then were these bodies?
No, I was not,
found?
I didn't go down into the crawl area either.
Well, they must have told you how they found these bodies, and you've already said that there were different mounds of earth in the crawl space.
Right.
Now, that would indicate that there's more than one grave. Were these bodies found in one grave, or were they all in separate graves?
We don't know at this
Were
time
those
how many
mounds of
bodies are
earth?
in any given graves.
But were they mounds of earth?
Small mounds.
And the officers went into the crawl space and dug around under the mounds of earth and found bodies. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I don't mean to be gross, but how do you not detect the odor of decomposing bodies in a neighborhood? I don't understand that. Or how do you?
They're probably through the use of chemicals of some sort,
Would that be
Just
the
lime.
lime?
possibly.
Were the 3 bodies that were found, were they in these mounds that you're talking about? Were they under mounds?
Yes.
So how many, do you have a number, like were there 5 other mounds you didn't open up?
I really don't know. I
There were just a
wouldn't-
few more mounds?
Yes.
Where is Gacy now?
He's being held in our station, in the Displays Police Station.
And you
Will he be
said,
transferred on a preliminary hearing or arraignment?
He will be transferred naturally to the Cook County Jail. Yes.
Will arraignment be at Niles Court?
I beg your pardon?
Will arraignment be at Niles Court?
I don't know at this time. He'll be brought here later today in this building for a bond hearing, and after that, probably sent to the Cook County Jail.
Does he have counsel? Does he have an attorney yet?
I believe he has several attorneys.
Where was he born?
I don't know at this time.
okay, he
I-
is a construction worker, or does he own the firm, or what?
He's a light contractor. His primary business revolves around the repairing and installation of shelving in drugstores.
Does he have a business name or anything? Is he incorporated under, to do that, or?
PDM Contractors Incorporated.
Did he have, did
Peter,
his firm have any
B for dog, and M for Mary?
Yes.
What does that stand